Welcome to Strip Cover Lit, where we squeeze the bigger picture out of literature. I'm Adrian Ford, and we are here for a TBR for the month of September. And we are going to be reading mainly Emily Dickinson, George Saunders, and Ernest Hemingway during the month, but we will throw in the Song of Myself series on Wednesdays and William Faulkner short stories, but the Saturdays on which William Faulkner will be presented are preempted by the October TBR, which will happen towards the end of the month. So, these videos, Emily Dickinson on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. On Sunday the 1st, "Tis So Much Joy" by Emily Dickinson. On Monday the 2nd, "We Never Know How High We Are" by Emily Dickinson. And on Tuesday the 3rd, "Dust Is the Only Secret" by Emily Dickinson. I am aiming to bring some lesser read, lesser often talked about Emily Dickinson to the channel this month. And so we will be reading a series of poems that are really outside of the norm for Emily Dickinson. Then on Wednesday the 4th, we will have verse 7 from Song of Myself. On Wednesday the 11th, I'll just go ahead and do them this way, we will have verse 8 of Song of Myself. Wednesday the 18th, verse 9 of Song of Myself. Wednesday the 25th, verse 10 from Song of Myself. We are slowly making our way through the Song of Myself. It is different. It's not something that I am used to. It is a little bit difficult for me to really find talking points sometimes for Walt Whitman. I don't know why. He's not terribly dissimilar to Emily Dickinson in diction, not terribly dissimilar to Emily Dickinson in the energy in his poems. There's just something about Walt Whitman that does not quite communicate with me, and hopefully I can figure it out before the end. I think it's a 52, 53 part series that it will be by the time all is said and done. Speaking of series, on uh, Thursday, the 5th of September, we will go through. Ooh, that doesn't make any sense. We will go through. There we go. The Semplica Girl Diaries by George Saunders. The following Thursday will be Home by George Saunders. The Thursday after that, My Chivalric Fiasco by George Saunders. And finally, where are we here? 10th of December, on Thursday the 26th by George Saunders. That will be the final George Saunders short story from the 10th of December collection. So by then we will be completely through that George Saunders collection. And then I'll have I'll have to make up my mind whether to just go bullheaded through Ernest Hemingway. I am hoping to have the William Faulkner collection by then. I have it ordered, so maybe I'll start going short story by short story through William Faulkner. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how things go. On Friday the 6th, we will have My Old Man by Ernest Hemingway. The next short story in Ernest Hemingway is Big Hearted River Part 1 by Ernest Hemingway. So, My Old Man is interesting in the canon of Ernest Hemingway. It's a decent short story for its own sake, but it is a short story that was the title was aped by Charles Bukowski. And Charles Bukowski wrote a poem called My Old Man, and it seems to be a reflection on the Ernest Hemingway short stories, so maybe I should do those two hand in hand, but definitely something that is interesting because Bukowski was a Hemingway reader. Big Hearted River Part 1 and 2, I have been through the Ernest Hemingway canon completely, well, short story canon completely, twice now. I don't remember either of these short stories. I don't know what it is about them that is unmemorable for me, but this will be new for me as well. And then Friday the Undefeated or Friday the 27th, Undefeated pardon me, by Ernest Hemingway. We will have on Saturday the 7th, A Rose for Emily by William Faulkner. Not necessarily Emily Dickinson, but I like to pretend. On Saturday the 14th, Barn Burning by William Faulkner. Saturday the 21st, Ad Astra by William Faulkner. So to go back and catch the Emily Dickinson poems, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, we will have I Died for Beauty, which is not all that unusual in Emily Dickinson poem, but one that I really enjoy on Sunday the 8th. On Monday the 9th, I Many Times Thought Peace Had Come by Emily Dickinson. On Tuesday the 10th, No Matter Now, Sweet by Emily Dickinson. This is an interesting poem to me. This one, I Many Times Thought Peace Had Come. That is a poem by Emily Dickinson that is probably going to start occurring on the channel with more regularity. If you guys haven't noticed that, sometimes I'll rerun through Emily Dickinson as I come up with something different to say about different poems that I don't think I've said before. That's one that I think there's a lot of real estate to be had with. On Sunday the 15th, The Moon Was But a Chin of Gold by Emily Dickinson. On Monday the 16th, The Judge is Like the Owl. Tuesday the 17th, The Bustle in a House. I believe this is the second time that poem will appear on the channel. Sunday the 22nd, I Think I Was Enchanted by Emily Dickinson. Monday the 23rd, Their Height in Heaven Comforts Not by Emily Dickinson. And Tuesday the 24th, I Never Hear That One Is Dead by Emily Dickinson. On Sunday the 29th, After 100 Years by Emily Dickinson. And on Monday the 30th, I Met a King This Afternoon by Emily Dickinson. That is all of the Emily Dickinson. And then finally on Saturday, September the 28th, we will have an October TBR. So October, I'm hoping to really get a little bit ahead with production this month. I am 6 videos ahead right now because I have some ambitious goals for October. It is not going to be like it was last year where it's populated almost exclusively by Edgar Allan Poe, but there will be some Edgar Allan Poe. There will be some Stephen King. There will be some other odds and ends of horror poetry. I'm not sure what else exactly, but I have some things planned. And if I can get ahead in production, I will be able to really get into those things. After October, I will have a couple of odds and ends for the 10th of December series that are hopefully something that can be a little bit more general interest than just the short story reviews for that series. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about September. I don't think so. Just a lot of Emily Dickinson, a lot of some of my favorite authors. George Saunders, however, is starting to wear on me a little bit. This is my 3rd time through 10th of December, and it's starting to wear a little bit of, it seems, a little bit of George Saunders bias is sneaking out through the text in ways that it did not quite before, or at least that I didn't really care enough to remember from before. But that is all I have for this, a TBR for the month of September. I will try to get these copied and pasted into the description so that you can follow along that way if you so choose, if you so desire. And as always, I hope to have you back for the next one.